The off-season is tremendously important. This is where you grow your team. This is where they become closer. This is where they get to know each other more. Obviously, the strength in the weight room is vitally important in our game. So as you go through the off-season, you truly build your team. You set the foundation for everything that's going to happen later on in life. You also set the expectations. What is going to happen when we come into camp? How are we going to treat each other? How are we going to practice? How are we going to play games? How are we going to do academically? You go through all of that during the off-season. Single most important part of the year.
Every morning light! 6 a.m. light! Burn the horn light! Let's win this!
I want to be here. Good work. Overall, right there, that rep, you guys were trying to get done too fast.
Hey, did I see Wrigley turn over the wrong shoulder?
Let's work.
Go. Hurry up. First group, you're going to start at the end drill with Coach Brown. Second group, so Team 5 and Team 2 are together. Team 5 and 2 are together right over here with Pro Agility.
Let's go. Compete today. Compete.
Hey, champions on me. Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions. Line. Blake, finish. Let's go.
Blake, where you at with it? Down. Top. Back up.
Sprint through the cone. Don't let up. You'll come back. Here we go. On the west side.
Put your hands in the ground. Let's go.
Dig deep, Ty. Let's go. Get the knees up, Leonard. Come on, Leonard. I'm push back. Ah, come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah! Eat! Come on! Eat it!
Man, don't get hurt, man. I swear, man, this shit sucks.
Where you want to go, D-Mac? Right.
Oh, them 2 running backs.
Say go. Let's go back.
Let's get D-Mac.
Hey, finish on me, finish on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Finish.
Also, understand where your next phone is. Your angle is going to be different where your hip's going. So the first one, you got to open the loop. It's going to be a tighter angle. Hey, let's go! You're inside the cone.
Let's go. Oh, shit. Come on.
Get it, bro.
Grind every day, bro.
His mitts.
So you know I gotta get the look? Spear, get it. Get him break.
Bag season, baby, bag season.
Suicides. If you are not in, I want you off the track. Give me Bailey and Gibson.
Gibson not even here.
Go! We have first team on my left, second team on my right. Go! Go!
We've got to be able to do the little things, and we did those a whole lot better last year than we did the year before. You guys understand, you went from being the worst penalized, the most penalized team in the conference, one of the top penalized teams in the nation in 2017 to being the least penalized team in the conference. That's a huge step.
Make sure you get them to workouts on time. Our Father,
hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us trespasses, forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever. Amen.
hey, champions on me, champions, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions! Championes, championes! Hey, championes on 3.
Gotta add that extra.
Shout out, Coach. Shout out, Coach.
Man, that's the name, Professor. What you mean?
That's true.
Yo.
We got some good work in. Been up since 4:45 this morning, man. What time is it? 7:20. Been grinding since then. Shit don't stop. For real. Trying to be great.
We want to cry, but it's getting done with that better than everything. Ain't nothing. I wake up last night. I was thinking about getting done with this. The rest of last night was done for me. I was thinking about getting done.
Hey, Elijah. 4 o'clock cycle. 4 o'clock cycle. 4 o'clock cycle. Just so real quick, man. Hey, Bob, you gotta get some.
It's too early. I want those, man.
I'm finna get on mellow. Keep real yellow. Ooh. When you on the field, man, legs like jello.
Feet. They said it smell like corn. Well, that's my feet. Where a girl at that says she
Looking like a big daddy.
Elijah bakes as well.
You might look like Eddie Murphy in life.
You in here rapping when you got a head like Lemke.
Ooh, yeah, best believe me, I'm on the beat. Mellow, you gotta get some ice, gotta hydrate me. Hickle me. Good on top. But I'm not a rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, we be vibing, man. Man, we done did things from moving the couches and playing football, like real, like football, like y'all done seen on Snapchat. We really playing football in the living room.
Right here.
Last night, me and Q playing football, you feel me? We had somebody here throwing us the ball, we playing football. We going so crazy, CT came and yelled at us.
We got dust coming from downstairs.
CT came and yelled at us, but we gonna be on the game, bro. On that Fortnite, bro.
We got the movies right here.
My man Q used to got that sleep on the floor in her. He was slow. My Q used to sleep on the floor. Come on, now do this, CT.
Why you cheating the ball?
Look at you.
Why you cheating the ball? I could have got it. I could have got it. I could have got it. Why you gotta cheat it though?
I say that. We done had a Super Bowl party. That's one event. We done had a card. What we was on in the MSC? We was playing cards.
Car party.
A car party.
Yo, game night.
Game night. We done was a game night. We done co-event. We done coach, we've been enjoying some other BSU and things like that. In some events. Some events. But, man, see, that's what we do at the house all day. We play football up here, man. We do this all day, man, playing football. Because my man right here can't beat me.
That's crazy.
I don't drop nothing.
That's crazy. I'm still catching everything. Man, it's over with.
She down here.
Hey, I need you to get that. I need Timo.
Who that? That's my guy, Aaron Donald. Los Angeles Rams. You know what I'm saying? My Virgil this. Octopus right here. Hard work right here, man. It took a couple weeks to do that right now. Big drip.
This is normal day, fuck. This is normal day though. We just chill in the house, do what we do. Play football. We been playing football. We make sure we safe at all times. We still just play football, you know what I'm saying? Chill. We ain't got no holes in the wall. We grew up doing this, all of us, so it's normal. But we at home, ain't no way it's going down. Back up. She get it right there. I'm cozy. So I should side CT side. That's his side over there. But I got a few things on my wall. But I had made a bandana. I usually play with a bandana on my head in the games, but this year we couldn't. So like once I got it made, I just hung it on my wall. But it's a picture of me, my older sister, her son, my next sister, one of her daughters, my aunt, and that's my brother. They say R.I.P. Gladys Cook. That's what is this lady right here. That's a little picture somebody drew. I had got in my senior year, like the last day of school. My art teacher gave it to me. One of the legends right there. That's Tupac. The praying hands. Beside that is the other two pictures of me in high school and one at the Georgia camp. That's Mark Rick right there. That's basketball right there. That's for the best offense. Then 2011, that's C-Team football offense MVP. 2012, that's when I got boys basketball defense MVP. I played JV my freshman year. 2013, most valuable offense on football. 13 again, most valuable boys on MVP for boys basketball. That's the same year. 2014, most valuable offense. Our region right there, that's my 2014 right there. That's our region. So this is one of the toughest conferences in South Carolina. This is the toughest conference. A lot of great teams, a lot of legends from all these schools. That's 2013 right there. Our region. They tried me on our region. I should've. They know what it was, but they tried me. That's the high school I went to. This right here is our conference last year, this past season. So I added that to the collection. My grandma. That's the house, one of the houses I grew up in. She in the front yard. She in the driveway. That's Big Mama house right there. A newspaper for basketball.
In my eyes, off season is one of the most important times of the year. This is where it gets real. Like, you know, this is the best time for you to perfect your craft, to get your mind right for when it get real. As soon as that season starts, that's when it get rolling. Everything high tempo, everything fast paced. You know, so in the off season, it's the perfect time to work on the little things, get the little things right.
Hey, coach. I'm way there, pushing 315 on. It might be something in the air.
Being away from the crib, it was tough at first, but I had to take time. You know, I had to really walk. I had to crawl before I walked, you know, and walk before I ran. And with me being up here, it just took me time to find my purpose, to find who I am. Being away from the crib, it helped me out because, like, when I was back home, I had one mentality. But now that I came up here, like, being back at home, I had one mentality, one view of the world. But with me being up here, like, I don't found so many different attributes of life. You know, life is way much more than, you know, just being home all day or just being born. You know, being away from the crib, I done learned so many lessons, man. And I'm thankful for everything. And ultimately, I want to thank God for putting me in this position right now in my life, just to be able to learn, to be able to experience something new.
Off-season is huge for every person on the team. I mean, we have linemen that's trying to cut weight. We have like people like me, I'm trying to gain weight. And I think off-season is when people get right. I mean, we get in the playbook, we learn the playbook in and out, we hit the weights, we get stronger, faster. And I think off-season is going to be a huge step for my success in the next year.
Second set. I can't go down on my reps. I cannot go down, bro. Okay, that's your incentive. You want to get on the field. All right, baby. Second time doing it today.
So this off season, it's real important. Here at Graceland, especially for our football team, we're trying to make a difference, you know? We're trying to overcome just winning one game. We're trying to take a ship. We're trying to get a ring, you know? Trying to be like them, like hearing about them D1 colleges. We're trying to be that team that they talk about out there. Every day in the weight room, we're pushing ourselves. People slacking off, we're pushing them, getting on them. When we're running, when we're doing morning workouts, 5 a.m., people throwing up and motivate them, to get them back in the line. It's hard, but everybody's doing it, you know? Not only him is struggling, we all struggle together. We're a team. This off season is going to take a big factor into our upcoming season of 2019 to 2020 season. Because this year, coming for money. It's our back season.
Really should have gotten me mic'd up when Nate's here, because he and I have the best conversations. When's the last time you went to the trainer? You done for spring? I mean, if you were a horse and you had this injury, we'd have to go put you down. You realize that, right? Send you out to the glue factory or something. I'm gonna have you go talk to Q. When we change directions, we don't want that foot hanging up in the air. All right, that foot's got to be just skimming the ground. So tell him, because right now what he's doing, as soon as he goes to change direction, keep our feet as close to the ground as we can. As a big kid, never good to be on one leg. You know how that feels. Right side, here, flash. Hey, listen, you're almost done with 6 hands.
1, 2, 3, touch ready.
Get it, man. Don't be last, Bennett. You're supposed to be fast.
Quick. There you go. All right, take a breath. Hard, go 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard. This is my team all the way right here.
Remember that? He said he got on
Punch.
Hey, Coach Cole, you want to sleep on me? I got you.
Hey, y'all just don't know.
Big lick.
3-point contest.
What they say? We gotta see what
Rich game.
I got the shooters first. I got the shooters first. And that boy from Waterloo, Iowa, they cannot shoot down there. They cannot shoot. He got to lead it too. He got to lead it too.
That flag. He warming up now after he just shot like this. Boy, you done brick every single one of them.
CC can't shoot. No. Money. You know, put it on it.
Go down there and give me a pass. That's all.
Air ball. Come on, Bailey. Oh, yeah? You know you can't shoot. Bailey, you know you can't shoot. You know you can't shoot. Air ball. Get that ball. Get them legs. That one off too. Come on, miss these last two. No strap. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one.
No faith in
Y'all
Florida
boys
no
got
more,
no
man.
strap. Y'all boys got no strap.
You innocent kid.
No faith in Florida.
Can't hoop. You from St. Louis.
Y'all finna lose, bro. They got a real shooter out here, man. A real shooter. 2-point shooter. Call me Stephon Smith. You like that? He definitely don't got no strap. Don't let him lie to you. Taz ain't got no strap.
Hey, come on, man. 88 for life, man. Let's do that.
Stop playing with the kids. Stop playing with the kids.
Just do it.
I told you we got the snipers. I told you we got the snipers, baby.
I am gonna dog you so hard when you miss. You're going over.
Yeah, but you already did.
No, I don't care. Oh, screw up. Just know yesterday was my first day working out, so my arms were sore. I'm really about to toss up like that.
We gonna cut that out. We gonna cut that out.
I don't miss.
Hey, get that boy some milk. Ooh.
He made more than you. He made more than you. He made more than you.
Ray Shrimmer, Houston representative. Ray Shrimmer. Hey, he don't got no tie.
You better make all.
I thought he had some. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop
mental playing with me, bro. Mental. That's how you make up for your team. That's how you make up for your team.
T5,
He made up for me. He ain't make none last time. Now he made 3.
You had 3?
Yeah.
I had 4.
I don't care. Y'all finna lose.
He had 3? I had 4.
Come on, Jay.
Hey, I need these last 2. I need these last 2.
Tie your shoes up. He got in his head.
So, yeah.
Hey, wheels up.
Hey man, if you want to be better than them, you're going to do a little extra. You can't cut reps. You can't all of a sudden pull back, not go full speed, things like that. You've absolutely got to give everything you got.
I'm still 4 for 5. I'm still 4 for 5. T5, man. T5, we here, man. We here, man.
300 pounds, bro. 300 pounds.
Just playing 2 man.
30%. I'm 30%. Hey, but that's my type of player. I'm supposed to be 30. I'm be honest in that paint. You don't want me going in that paint. Hey, man.
Listen to me outside.
Hey, man.
Listen to me from the outside, you know what I'm saying? I play football. Put me in the vibe. Give me the food. Put me in the tension. Game at the school, they gon' send me to the field.
As of right now, with the team that we got this year, I see we got a lot of talent. You know, we got a lot. We don't fit in a lot of pieces of the puzzle that's been missing. But my personal view or my personal opinion of it is that we really need that chemistry, because chemistry outweighs a lot of things on the field, even off the field. You know, if you ain't got chemistry, you ain't gonna be able to flow. You ain't gonna be able to connect with somebody who you need to connect with at that particular time. So if you ain't got chemistry, in my eyes, if you ain't got chemistry, you ain't got nothing. When it comes to reading your books, it's a lot that you can learn from, and that's where I really like them. Cause I ain't never really understand books. Like, I used to have books, but I never used to read them. Cause I ain't really used to, I wasn't the type of reader. Like, I never imagined myself reading a book. But the day that I actually decided to read a book, you know, to actually decide to open the cover and start reading, it's like I don't gain so much knowledge. Just from reading probably like 2 pages, you'll gain so much knowledge, you know. And just with books, there's so much within them. You just gotta open them, because you never know what you can learn, man, within them books.
Just like anybody else, I got a backstory to why I'm here. I can't just give you a piece of the pie that I like to taste the whole thing. So basically, man, it all started when I'm just tell you my whole recruit process and whole college experience. So basically, I started when I moved to Malden when I was like 12 years old. My parents got divorced and moved to Malden out with my dad. And before Malden, I played football at first. You know, everybody in Nicholtown played football. Then once I moved to Malden, it was straight basketball. So I kind of got the competitiveness from both football and basketball. I got both sides of it. So once I moved to Malden, that's when I really got introduced into organized football. I never played for any school or any organization, any league. So once I didn't have a lot of friends out of Malden at first. I had about maybe 2 or 3 friends, and both of them played football. So that ultimately made my decision to play with them. So I started my 8th grade year, played on C team. I played receiver then. I was one of the worst on the team 8th grade year, one of the worst by far. Then 9th grade year, came back 9th grade year, was one of the best on the team. I had worked over the summer, over spring, with my quarterback. Had a good season on my freshman year, got moved up to varsity for the playoffs, played. Came back my sophomore year, my first year starting on varsity. had a decent season. Then junior year, I was one of the best in the state by then. Became a 3-star. Had a lot of colleges coming in looking at me. I had committed to East Carolina, I believe, like in April. I went to like a spring game and committed on site. Then my senior year, I just tried to breeze through my senior year, tried to stay injury free, tried to stay healthy. In my senior year, the last week of the season, the very last week of the season, the last practice, changed my whole life. We was in the locker room, the team, the players were in the locker room. We ended up doing some things, a little locker room prank. I ended up coming back to school the next morning, ended up going to jail. I was charged with a felony, facing 10 years. I was charged as an adult. I was only 17, so I got kicked out of school, had to go to alternative school for a month. We had to go to a couple meetings and stuff to decide if they still even wanted me in school or not. So they said I could stay in school, but only if I finished that month up in alternative school. So I went to alternative school for those 30 days. I came back to my public school. As soon as I came back, my college coach was there, Donnie Kirkpatrick. He was there. He was a recruiter at the time from East Carolina. He came the same day I came, and he asked me, at the time I was still fighting the case, I was still going to court. And so signing day was the next week. So he came and told me that they don't want to sign me because they don't know if I was going to be going to jail or not. So he didn't sign me. And as this process was going on, my head coach in high school was talking to Coach Cole, which is my coach now at Graceland. He hit him up and told him Taz needs a new place to stay, he needs a new home. He replied instantly, I'm on the way. And as soon as that happened, we got up. As soon as my ECU coach left, Cole was coming in. The first thing he ever told me was divine intervention. Then I didn't know what it was, but now I know what it meant. And he ended up telling me about this offense, telling me about the school. And at that time, man, I didn't know anything. I really didn't know anything about college at all. Only thing I knew was East Carolina. That's the only thing I knew. It was my first offer I ever got. That's the first school I committed to. I didn't know the process or nothing. So once Cole came, I committed to a school on site. And I went up there for my freshman season. I redshirted. Cole ended up leaving in the spring. So after he left, that ultimately kind of made my decision to leave. I finished my freshman year. I was kind of depressed. I didn't really make a lot of friends there. I just did my own thing. And I always wondered what happened to me, why did I end up at this small school in the middle of nowhere? I could never really understand it. So ultimately I just decided to finish my freshman year. I decided to go to the Air Force. And so I finished that year, decided to go to the Air Force. I had to work jobs. I was working probably like 2 jobs at once, 12-hour shifts, 14-hour shifts, whatever. I was working there for a whole year. I couldn't get to the Air Force. I kept failing the ASVAB. But so my recruiter just was like, man, we gonna look out for you. So go down to MEPS, which is like basically where they do all the doctor work at, see if your body good enough and you're in good condition. So I went to MEPS. And as soon as I was about to swear in to go in the MEPS, my recruiter called me, told me to come home. My recruiter from the Air Force, she called me and told me to come home. I didn't question her why. So I got up and I came home, and I kept working for about 6 more months. Then one of my friends came home for Christmas break. He kept telling me I need to get back in football. And I was like, shit, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna get back in football. Like, I'm working now, I have bills to pay. Shit, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So eventually, once he went back to school, out of nowhere, I just had text Coach Cole. I haven't talked to him in 2 years at the time. I DM'd him on Twitter and asked him, how can I go JUCO? Because I was going to take the JUCO route. I was like, how can I go JUCO? And he was like, why not come to my school? And I'm like, where you at? Iowa, Lamona, Iowa. And I was like, shh. At the time, I never even heard of Iowa. Like, I don't know nothing, what it's about. So I looked up the weather. I know it was going to be cold here. That's the only thing I knew. But he told me it was kind of the same as the school was at in Tennessee. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not a lot of restaurants around. Just a small place, small town. So I was like, all right. At this time, I was 20 years old. So I was like, man, I'm I'm gonna do it. Like I ain't got nothing else to live for, so I'm gonna at least give it a shot. And so throughout that process, we was working up. He was trying to find a scholarship they can give me, some type of thing that they can work out. I was sending my transcripts back and forth. And at the same time, I was trying to apply to a technical school in my hometown. So I was trying to see which financial aid which school should I send my financial aid to, the technical or Graceland. So I had to make a final decision. I chose to send it to Graceland, and I ended up getting accepted in July. Camp was in August, so it was like a few weeks that I had to even get in shape and to do anything I wanted to do. So, I packed my bags, packed everything I had, bought everything I had, got on my car and came 16 hours to Lamona by myself, and I've been here since then.
Hey man, this is my crib, man. This my home right here. This is where I be at, my room. You see on the wall, I got photo like high school senior year. That photo was a big part of me, so I had to get all the photos. And then this up here, this like, I used to do a lot of drawing while I still draw. So whenever I did draw, like I like to put it up, like put it on the wall and stuff, But it's just really expressing myself, through paper. Now I sit on this wall, it's a lot of different perceptions. It's a lot of different, things that you could grab on, like with the world is yours. You could take that a couple ways, and then love the life you live. Love the life you live. Live the life you love. So it's really like, you just gotta grab on to the key things like that. So that's why I put it on the wall. These was my football. Whenever I take visits to big schools, take little visits there, they have me up. But these drawings right here, by my friend Joe Lewis, he drew these and he was like, I can have them. So I had to put them up. These really, me saying a record, it symbolizes a lot, like just especially this one right here, I like this one. It symbolizes a lot. But you just gotta look at it and grab your own perspective of it. Yeah, right here, it's like a rose, that was something that I like it because I like the concept of a rose. The whole structure of it, how it sprouts and how it blossoms. The Joker, I like the Joker because he know how to play his role. I say he know how to play his role real. But you can feel him because it's two different sides on him, but you gotta dig deep into how you feel about him. And then it right here, this one really represent like a shadow, I wanna say, like a shadow. I mean, it's cool, like I always find, somebody say it's scary, I say it's cool, like it just represented like a shadow to me. As you can see in my room, like I like to have my stuff a certain way. I like to have everything a certain way. I like to look professional. I say I like to have everything looking real professional. I don't like to have all my stuff looking crazy or mess and stuff. That's just me. And this is my room.
Smoke that boy. Oh yeah.
Not a single individual, not one person, not just you, not just me, but we. Everything that we do is a group effort. Will. This is an active verb. It is talking about things that are happening right now and things that are happening in the future. As we discuss what we want to do as a program, everything that we talk about, it is we will. We don't guess, we don't wonder. We're not curious if it can happen. We're making a statement. We're telling you what we will do today and what we will do in the future. Our team motto is very simple. We will.